Now that the borough has filed an injunction or is planning to file an injunction, what plans do you have regarding your home and the tenants that are now in it?
I'll just have to wait and see what the borough is going to do. I haven't received any papers yet that I have officially been charged with anything. The newspaper's the only thing that has charged me so far.
I understand that there were several charges in the press that in which you feel you were misrepresented. Can you give us some comments on that?
Well, for one thing, they said that I only had one bathroom. I've had 2 bathrooms for a long time, and it's always been more than a 2-bedroom home. I've never had 45 people staying in it at one time.
What is the present number of people in your home right now?
Approximately 30. There's some men that are leaving today. Of course, according to the paper, I'm not allowed to take any more men in. I don't know where they're going to go if they can't come here to some other place that's concerned about their health and welfare.
Do you plan to continue to operate your home in this manner, if at all possible, and continuing to have the men who are with you now stay, if that proves to be legally possible?
I certainly do. We've never had any problems here as far as the public is concerned. The neighbors have never complained about disturbances. The police have never been called here, and the fire department's never been called. No one's ever been taken to the hospital from being sick. That could be lucky, and then again it could be that we're not as dirty as people insinuate we are.
Mr. Rooney, I understand that you've been here in this house for a considerable period of time. What is your reaction to the proposed borough's action on zoning?
Well, if we leave here, we don't know where we're going to go. And I've been behind in my rent before, and Mr. Cannon always stood by and waited till I got it, and I didn't have to move out, so I don't know where I'll go after this.
Mr. Combast, what is your reaction to the borough's proposed rezoning or enforcement of the zoning regulation?
Well, in Fairbanks, I don't know where you can find a place better than this to stay for the money, and it's not a bad place to stay. We seem to get along pretty good there, and I'm with Mr. Rooney here. I don't know where anybody would go if they all got evicted out of here, unless they put up some more housing.
Mr. Ellingson, what is your reaction to the borough's move?
I don't know where they expect us to go. I know that there are more than just this one boarding house in this area, and I don't see how they can just throw 2,000 or 3,000 people out in the streets, because there's going to be a lot of people sleeping in people's yards and in tents and sleeping bags. It doesn't seem right. They aren't causing any trouble. It's been a good place to stay. I've been here about 3 months now, and there's never been any trouble whatsoever. It's been a home.
Mr. Musser, is your reaction basically the same as your fellow tenants?
Pretty much the same. I don't know where I'd go if I had to leave here. I made probably 2 or 3 phone calls every day before I found this place, and Al's been real good to me. I've been behind on the rent, and he just waited until I got it. I don't know how many other places would do that.
Do you gentlemen have jobs? Are you looking for jobs? Are you on the Union C and D lists, or do you have employment?
Well, I'm on the C list as a carpenter. I'm waiting to go out, yes. And so the money is hard to come by, and I think what Al is charging here is fair.
Mr. Ellingson?
We're all, the greatest majority of us are on the C and D lists, and as far as I know, everybody is looking for work. It's mostly been day labor jobs to the unemployment office, and this is about the most reasonable place that we're able to find. We just have to get by.
Mr. Mayor, what is the nature of the borough's action against the Cannon residents?
We've cited them, but we've not asked for a temporary restraining order. We've asked that they decrease over a period of time, so therefore we'd not be forcing these people out onto the streets.
Mr. Mayor, does the borough intend to enforce the zoning regulations and restore the various boarding houses in the city to single-family tenancy?
We have eventually this in mind, is that the rooming houses are in the general residential area. We have received complaints from the people who live in these areas about the rooming houses. Therefore, we have taken action and gone in and to put them on record as being in violation of our zoning ordinance.
Do you believe, Mr. Mayor, that there are other facilities that the people who are now in the rooming houses can turn to for housing in Fairbanks?
Probably not immediately. We have attempted through the borough to seek the campsite, for example, and have encouraged private development, which has not materialized. It's unfortunate that this housing crunch is such that they are utilizing private residents for rooming houses, but our complaints from the community instituted the legal action.
Does the borough have any plans to handle the influx of people who will be coming up in greater numbers this summer who will also need housing?
We've been looking at that campsite. That didn't materialize as yet, but it still is on the drawing boards, and hopefully this will be a reality.